Last week, I listed the top 10 YouTube videos for my channel in 2021. Continuing on, I'll be talking about the top 10 from the Wrinkled Runner blog and giving you a brief overview of each article with links to them in the description. Hey there, Wrinkled Runner here. Besides this channel, I have a podcast and blog, and once a year I list the most popular content from each platform across the Wrinkled Runner world. Today we are going to start with the number 10 most popular blog post and work our way to number 1. So number 10 is a strength training post that I updated in 2021 from an article I wrote in 2018. Strength training is important for us as runners, even though it is often ignored, me included, or we focus on it for a short period of time and then we go back to just running. If you are a beginner, you can start now to think of strength training as part of running, and you will be far ahead of a lot of us who have been running a long time. There are a few videos here on the channel dealing with strength training for runners, and I will include them in the description as well. Knee pain in the older runner is number 9. While knee pain is something that can happen to runners of any age, those of us who are older may be susceptible because of things that happen just because we age. Dealing with knee pain doesn't mean we have to give up running, though. If that is something that you are concerned about, I've covered it here on the YouTube channel and over on the podcast, so check out those links as well. Number 8 is a post about the runner's stride. Now, stride is something that I'm still learning about, and I used to think that those who ran with their foot way far ahead of them were covering more ground and therefore were better runners and quicker. What I learned is that that is called overstriding, and doing so can lead to injury and inefficiency since you're effectively putting on the brakes. If you are interested in running form, take a peek at this article and find out if there are tweaks to your stride that you can make to help make you a better runner. Burning carbs and glycogen gives us the energy that we need to get through a run. Which source our bodies choose can actually differ whether we're running in the cold or in the heat. Now, this is a more geeky type of article, but if that kind of thing is interesting to you, you can follow the link in the number 7 post. Coming in at number 6 is another one for those of us who are considered masters runners, which is anyone over 40. Rest and recovery is important no matter what your age, and it's one of those things like strength training that we tend to ignore. But for those of us who are older, we may need to take an extra rest day or two for our bodies to get the most from our running. Not taking that rest day does us no good, and it can lead to injuries that will take us out of the game for much longer than just a day of rest. For those of you who follow the elite runners, the name Shalane Flanagan should be familiar to you. Now, Shalane won the 2017 New York City Marathon, went to several Olympics, and is now a coach in Oregon. Elise Kopecky is a nutritionist also based in Oregon who has been partnering with Shalane to write 3 cookbooks. Run Fast, Cook Fast, Eat Slow was the first one that I purchased from them, and I still make meals and snacks from it. The number 5 most popular post from 2021 is a review of that book. Nutrition is so important for us, and we can learn a lot from the book. It's not just recipes. Now, if you have a Garmin watch, 3 of the final 4 posts are geared for those with the watch. Post number 4 shows you how to use the Pace Pro strategy feature in the Garmin watch. What this does is give you a plan for racing or even for training runs and alerts you to whether you're following the pace that you want to be in any certain mile. Entering some information in the watch's app on your phone will help you to do this. You can also plan a route with this feature as well, and I show you how to do that. Along with the strategy feature, the Garmin can also coach you to a 5K, 10K, or half marathon using the Garmin Coach. You have 3 coaches to choose from, and using information that you provide and data gleaned from the runs that you've been doing as you progress, the watch will guide you or coach you to your next race. Now, Jeff Galloway, the father of the Run, Walk, Run, is also one of the coaches on there. So even if you run, walk, there is a coach for you with this program. It is free with the watch, so if you don't have a personal coach, this could be closer to a more personalized training plan than just one you get off the internet. The article is more about my personal thoughts using the coach feature, but you can get some insight for how it works and some things that I thought about. Post number 2 is all about the Weather Channel run score. Now, finding out when it's a good time for a run, it can be hard here in Buffalo, and the run score takes several things into consideration when choosing how to rank the time to run. You may find that some of us will run during anything, but if you are ever looking for the best time during the day or week to run, this handy little feature in the Weather Channel app may help you. And finally, the number 1 post over on the Wrinkled Runner blog is my review of the Garmin Coach and how to use it. So while the number 3 post was my personal thoughts on using it in the middle of training, this post is my final review after completing the coaching towards a half marathon. It is a pretty long article, but if you are interested in a Garmin for the coaching feature, I give you a lot of information to think about. Some of the topics covered in the post are also covered here on the YouTube channel or podcast, so I'll include everything down below. Check out the top 10 YouTube videos from last week and then join me next Wednesday when I will be sharing the top 10 podcast episodes. There will be a link to my once a month newsletter in the description. Runners only hear from me once a month, and I share all the articles, videos, and podcast episodes from the previous month. If you have any running questions, you can email me at sherry@wrinkledrunner.com and I will answer them to the best of my ability, or point you in the direction of the answer. I am a running coach from Buffalo, New York, and my 2022 season will be starting April 1st. If you are in the Western New York area and you're looking for a coach, let's connect and see if we would be a good fit. Coaches are not just for elite runners or super fast college kids, so head over to my coaching page and take a look. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the run.